Welcome to this week's episode of JPTV. I'm Jesse Johnston.
And I'm Peter Primos. Today marks the first time both JPTV classes are involved in the production of one episode.
In this show, we'll recap everything from homecoming week.
We'll provide you with a look at different Bible studies available across the campus, as well as a preview into the girls' basketball season.
We'll start with last week's dress-up days. JPTV's Caroline Blackwell and Anna Claire Young spoke with students about their outfits.
Hi, I'm Caroline Blackwell and happy homecoming week. Today's theme is Greece versus Greek life. Let's go talk to some of our students who have dressed up. I'm here with Ann Melton here, and Ann Melton, what did you decide to dress up as today?
I dressed up as Greek life, I'm a frat bro, I got my Alabama shirt, my backpack cooler on, Alabama hat, my khaki shorts.
Love it. Owen, explain us what you're wearing today.
So I am an ancient Greek person, and I've got my flops on, a bed sheet, it's working as a toga, and then just a little belt. I had a crown of like leaves and stuff, but it fell off.
Perfect. Thursday's dress-up day theme was duos. JPTV's Anna Claire Young has more.
Hi, I'm Anna Claire Young, and I'm here with
Parker.
Lila. Okay, what is y'all's duos?
We're Pete Davidson and Timothy Chalamet from SNL.
So good. Thank you, guys. Hi, my name is Anna Claire Young, and I'm here with
Mary Louis Russ, Charlotte Lucas.
Okay, what's y'all's duo?
Sophia Grace, and Rosie.
From what?
The Ellen Show.
Great.
The 25-26 homecoming maids visited the Central Mississippi Down Syndrome Society last Tuesday for a fun afternoon with the buddies. They sang karaoke, danced, and shared lots of laughs, making it a memorable and joyful experience for everybody involved. Homecoming took place on campus last weekend, and JPTV's Jesse Johnson spoke with those involved in the planning process for such a big event.
Hey everybody, today we have a great story about the work that goes into creating the venue for homecoming and coming up with the theme as well. We interviewed the organizers to ask some questions about what brings this event to life. We asked Ms. Sherman where the dance will be held.
The dance is going to be on Patriot Avenue, right outside of the cafeteria. We set up all along the way and have lights strung across, so it'll be hard to miss.
Next, we asked her how they came up with the theme for homecoming.
Student council met this summer and we're tossing around some different ideas. We liked trying to do something with the actual colors of the school, and then one of our members had the idea of having each school, lower, middle, and upper, having a different color. So we were playing around with that and came up with red, white, blue, and 55-2 because it's the 55th anniversary of Jackson Prep. And we thought that was pretty clever.
Reporting for JPTV, I'm Jesse Johnston. With those preparations in place, Jackson Prep students attended the homecoming dance last Friday night.
JPTV's Chloe McDaniel and Lee Henson interviewed prep students about their homecoming experience.
With homecoming being last Friday, Leah and I went around prep and asked students their thoughts on homecoming. I'm here with Allison Mason, and what was your favorite part about homecoming and why?
Probably the dress-up days because me and Elise Hawkins were Greg and Raleigh from Diary of the Wimpy Kid, and I got to wear a wig and make TikToks, and it was really fun.
Today I'm here with Hutch McLean, and what was your favorite part about homecoming and why?
My favorite part about homecoming was the dress-up days because me and all my friends wore goofy fits and had a great time.
I'm here with Caroline Cross. Caroline, what was your favorite part about homecoming?
My favorite part about homecoming was the dance and dancing with all my friends.
I'm here with Morgan Marion. Morgan, what was your favorite part about being on the homecoming court?
My favorite part was just being with all my best friends, and I got nervous at times, being up there in front of everyone, but my dad was cracking jokes the whole time, so that was fun too, being with my dad.
I'm Chloe McDaniel with JPTV. Back to you, Jesse and Peter.
In football, Jackson Prep got a big victory over Copiah Academy last Friday.
JPTV's Harper Herring has a recap and a look into tonight's game at Silliman.
Last week, the Patriots hosted Copiah for the homecoming game and won 35-3. This moved them to 2-0 in conference and 5-4 on the season. Here's the interview with Coach Pickett on this week's game and how travel time will affect the game.
So Silliman this week is a unique team. I think we feel pretty good about our matchups individually. They do have a really, really good running back that we'll have to make sure we account for on every single play. But what they do offensively is unique because nobody else does it. Back when I played and before my time, you had a lot of teams that still ran it, and they call it the midline or the veer, and it's a true triple option team. So if you watch Air Force teams like that, this is the type of offense they're running. So you have to play assignment football defensively. You have to make sure that the quarterback's taken care of, the fullback's taken care of, the pitch man's taken care of on every single play. So that's what this week's emphasis for practice has been, is to make sure that everybody does their job. So yeah, the travel time from Jackson Prep will be around 2.5 hours, somewhere in between, to get to Silliman. Away games are not the best in itself, but when you have to travel 2+ hours is always another factor. So the thing that I would say is probably the biggest thing against us going into this week. But we always tell them to bring their pillows and their blankets, and to make sure that they have a way to get comfortable, whether it be your iPad or music or whatever it is, to make sure that you can stay prepared and stay ready for the game.
That's all for this week. I'm Harper Herring with JPTV.
Thanks, Harper.
As football season is heading towards the playoffs, how are the teams seeded?
JPTV's Wade Smith spoke with Coach Goodwin about the MAIS PowerPoint system.
This week, I spoke with Coach Goodwin about the brand new MAIS playoff PowerPoint format. Here's what he had to say.
Okay, the PowerPoint system for the MAIS this year, as far as football concerned, goes like each school gets a certain number of points for playing schools in their classification and schools below their classification. All right, so you get X number of points for that, and then you also get points for how many teams those teams beat throughout the season.
I also asked Coach Goodwin how the new PowerPoint system benefits schools like us.
Well, the pros of the PowerPoint system is that it gives teams that are in smaller classifications a chance to play up if they play better competition. Basically, you're rewarded for the better competition your schedule is. The tougher your schedule is, the more PowerPoints you get. So that would keep a team from playing a weak schedule and advance into a higher seed in the playoffs.
That was an interesting interview. We'll see how it all shakes out. Back to you, Peter and Jesse.
The 2025 girls basketball season is almost here, and expectations are high coming off a state championship.
JPTV's Meg Barber takes a look at how the team has been preparing for the new season.
We first asked what they were most looking forward to this season.
Well, I think I'm excited about just, a new team. We've got, some new faces this year. We lost 4 starters off of last year's team, and, certainly that presents its challenges. Just we've got a lot of people that got to step up and take on some roles that they didn't have last year. But I'm excited about that. We've challenged our team that, we're going to have a new look with only 1 starter back. So, I think we've got some girls that are looking forward. We had some talented girls last year that didn't play a lot because we had a lot of experience back. So I think those girls are looking forward. They know they're going to have a much increased role after this summer, and our fall workouts. We're about 10 practices in. So I'm just looking forward to seeing how that team is going to accept the challenge of playing a lead role for our team and seeing how they're going to lead our team throughout this season.
I'm looking most forward to when we start playing our rival schools and the competitive games that it brings.
I'm excited to start playing games because we've practiced a lot.
Then we asked how the team has been preparing for the upcoming season.
In order to get prepared for this season, we have been working out in the weight room a few times a week. We've been practicing on the floor, playing 5-on-5, going through our plays, making sure we're prepared, and then starting this week, we will watch film on our opponent to make sure we are prepared for what they're doing and have a good game plan.
So, like I said, we're about 10 practices in, and really this time we're just trying to prepare for whatever we may see in the early part of our schedule, whether that's man defense, zone defense. We're prepared if we get pressed. We're prepared to press people. We're prepared if we want to half-court trap people, if we get half-court traps. So really that's just kind of the mode that we're always in, and however many practices we get leading into the season. We've had years where that's only been 5 or 6. This year I think it's going to be about 13 practices that we're going to get in. So, it's hard to find film on people. We play Riverfield Academy next week. We're trying to find some film on them, but there's certainly a lot of unknown in the early part of your schedule. So we're just trying to get prepared for whatever we may see. So we feel like our girls are prepared, that they're comfortable, they're confident going into the game. And then obviously as we get, a few games in, a few weeks into the season, we can get some film on us to see what we need to work on, improve on, what our opponents are doing. We'll kind of turn more to that mode at that time.
For JPTV, I'm Meg Barber.
Now let's take a look at some of the different ministry opportunities available on campus.
JPTV's Emily Head has a story.
Here at Jackson Prep, we offer many different Bible studies, ranging from the middle school Unite Bible Study to FCA and even to grade Bible studies. I spoke with Zach Allison, who is the sponsor of the FCA, and Miss Robertson, who is the 11th grade girls Bible study, to go into detail about what Bible studies across campus mean to them.
First, I asked Coach Allison why he thinks it's important to have FCA on campus.
FCA is Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and we think it's a great opportunity for everyone on campus, not just athletes, but anybody involved, to come grow their faith and be in a community of believers. So it's just a really good opportunity to kind of have a break during the day and kind of just get poured into through the love of Christ, and we think that's very important for everybody.
Then I asked who his favorite speaker has been so far this year.
Everybody has been great. Our leadership team at FCA has done a really good job of getting some really awesome guest speakers. I'm biased, so I will pick Coach Glidewell because I work with him every day and I have a lot of love for Coach Glidewell, but I really enjoyed him speaking to us in the first month, and hopefully he'll get to speak again at the end of the year.
Next, I asked Miss Robertson why she thinks it's important to have Bible studies on campus.
I think it's a great way for students to get plugged in, and a part of our mission statement has to do with instilling biblical values. And where I got plugged in was when Unite was in the middle school. I recognized there wasn't much going on in the upper school, and so as they left 8th grade, I just plugged in with the 9th grade girls, and we started a Bible study. And I just truly think it's a great way for the students to find truth in a chaotic and crazy and stressful environment in the world, and for Prep to offer this is great.
I also asked her what her favorite part about Bible study has been this year.
I love my Bible study girls, and again, I started with them in 9th grade, so this is my 3rd year with the girls. And so as just a believer myself, I love starting my day in scripture and in prayer, and to circle around students at Prep that are busy but then have their eyes focused on the Lord. It's an amazing thing to see in these young women.
Reporting for JPTV, I'm Emily Head.
Legally Blonde is taking place in Fort Marion Theater November 1st to the 4th. We had a chance to speak to Lee Henson, who is cast as Galen, about how they are preparing for Legally Blonde and what she is looking forward to the most.
So practices have been lasting for a while, but that's good because that makes us very locked in and devoted to it. Practices will go till about 8 o'clock this week, but next week it'll go until about 9 at night from the end of school. This weekend we add in tech and everything, so it will pick up a lot next week. My favorite number is going to be the opening number, when there's a bunch of pink on stage and all of the girls are going to be on stage, and there's a lot of moving pieces, and the choreography and the music is just great.
You can buy tickets now by visiting jacksonprep.ludus.com.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of JPTV. I'm Peter Primos.
And I'm Jesse Johnson.
Stay classy, Jackson Prep.